Milton Babbitt was the leading figure in American post-war 12-tone and serial music. Like every 12-tone composer, he had his own distinctive way of composing with 12 tones. In the first phase of his compositional career, Babbitt's 12-tone practice was grounded in that of Webern, especially the idea of combining 4 trichords of the same type to create an aggregate, and also that of Schoenberg, especially the idea of combining 2 hexachords of the same type to create an aggregate. This work, a setting of a poem by William Carlos Williams, is composed in 4 distinct lines: the vocal melody plus 3 contrapuntal melodies in the piano, a high melody, a middle melody, and a low melody. Here's a recording of the passage. Here's the passage again, and this time we'll focus on the melody. The vocal melody is roughly in 3 parts, corresponding to 3 distinct moments in the text. First, the text expresses grief. Sorrow is my own yard. And the music invokes 3 traditionally sorrowful musical gestures: a descending semitone, the traditional sighing motive, a minor triad, in this case a C minor triad, and a relentlessly descending contour. Second, the music sparks upward, evoking flame-like quality of the burgeoning of spring, where the new grass flames as it has flamed. Finally, the music subsides with a reference to past happiness now lost, often before. This roughly symmetrical arrangement of melodic gestures is confirmed in the intervals and pitches of the melody. The melody contains all 12 notes, arranged so that each of the 11 ordered pitch class intervals occurs once: 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, and so on up to 11. The intervals are arranged symmetrically. The first interval, 11, is the complement of the last interval. The second interval, 10, is the complement of the second to last interval, 2, and so on. The symmetry is also reflected in the pitches. The last 6 notes are related to the first 6 notes by T6 in reverse order. The 12-note melody is articulated into 2 hexachords and 4 trichords. The hexachords are complementary members of set class 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. The trichords are either 0, 1, 3 or 0, 3, 7, which is the set class of the major or minor triad. All 4 lines are composed in just this way. The first 6 notes are related to the last 6 at T6 in reverse order. Both hexachords are members of 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. The top 2 lines have the same trichords in reverse order. So do the bottom 2. The result is a densely interwoven musical texture with intense imitation of a small number of 3-note motives. So far we have talked about what happens within each line. Now let's talk about what happens between the lines. In each of the 4 sections of the passage, we find an aggregate of all 12 notes. Within the 4 vertical aggregates, each line contributes one trichord. Within each column, the trichords are all of the same type, either 013 or 037. Within each column, the 4 trichords, all belonging to either 013 or 037, are arranged intervallically in different ways. In the first aggregate, for example, the 013 is presented first as -1, -2, then as +2, +1, then as +1, +2, and in the lowest voice, -2, -1. The music thus explores simultaneously an extreme of unification, all trichords within an aggregate are of the same type, and an extreme of variety, no 2 trichords have the same arrangement of intervals. Everything we have discussed so far about aggregates, hexachords, trichords, and intervals within the lines is an aspect of the 12-tone design for the piece. But the passage is also rich in associative harmony, that is, groupings of notes that do not fall out of the 12-tone design, but result rather from free compositional choices. In this passage, it is relatively rare that 2 notes are attacked at the same time. These simultaneously attacked dyads often involve the intervals 1, 2, or 3. These 3 intervals are the intervals of set class 013, which is one of the 2 main trichords of the passage. The cumulative result is a music that simultaneously explores maximum concentration and maximum variety. Let's listen to the passage one more time.